I'm going to tell you a little story about something that actually happened in my own life that can kind of support my little viewpoint that I want to tell you here. But before I begin, I want you to think about your last doctor's appointment, just to set the stage. What do you think about? Do you think about the doctor, the health problem you have, or an emotion like fear or boredom? And I'll ask you again what you think about after I'm done with my little story. After I got through nursing school, I knew my first job would bring change. But little did I know that one of the first discoveries I would make is that doctors aren't all they're cracked up to be. This is not a doctor bashing tale. My point is that doctors are to be respected, as always, and they do have a lot of responsibility. They're always on call, and they are amazing people. But it's important to remember that they are only human, and they depend largely on the input they get from nurses. So when you go to a doctor's appointment, think about that, because you actually are not just going to see the doctor. You're going to see a nurse and a doctor, and the entire assessment is going to tell you what is wrong or what could go wrong from the team. Doctors are only human. They don't know the patients that well. They get tired and grumpy. They get overwhelmed. They are only human. They need to rely on someone too. And the story I'm going to tell you kind of illustrates that. I was really tested on a day about 3 years ago. I was working at a convalescent hospital at the time, giving a patient's meds through a tube in their stomach, gastrostomy tube, and I realized the medication wasn't going into her stomach. She had recently had stomach surgery and the tube was newly placed. I called the doctor and he said to send her to the hospital. This was on a Tuesday. I didn't work there till the following Monday. Again on Monday, I came in. She was back. She had the same problem. It was worse. Nothing at all was going in, not food, not meds, not water, and this has been going on for like 5 days. Apparently the doctor had sent her back saying there's nothing wrong. So I sent her out again at 9 o'clock in the morning, and she came back again 2 hours later. So I just went straight into the room. I said, please don't take her off the gurney. She's got to go back. There's something wrong. And so I ended up calling the doctor again, a different hospital, spoke to the emergency doctor there and explained to him the situation and insisted that she be kept until they found out what was wrong with her. So this is the third doctor a week later. So fortunately, he was able to keep her and found out that the tube was in the wrong place. So the next time I came in, she reached out and just took my hand and said, thank you for saving my life. And in situations like that, that make me want to just tell everyone out there, whether you're a patient or a nurse, it's very important what kind of input you give the nurse. Tell your concerns to the nurse and the doctor, because the whole story will be able to be told and you can be taken better care of than if you just go to the doctor and just talk to him. You need to make sure that the whole team knows exactly what's going on, because you're going to get a better assessment. And sometimes just nurses might be able to pick up an emotion or something like that too, that nurses and doctors talk to each other. They kind of get the whole feeling about what's going on. And just that extra care and concern, just because you were open with as many people as were dealing with you, can actually get you really good results. So I highly recommend making use of the entire healthcare team the next time you go to the doctor's appointment. It's doctors and nurses that are going to take care of you. And doctors are only human. They are dedicated, they are on call, they are wonderful people, but they do rely on nurses just as much as nurses rely on doctors. Doctors have the ultimate responsibility, but I just want to say to everybody that's watching this, make sure that everyone knows the whole story about you, because it can only help you. And that's my little tale. Thank you for watching.